Episode 6, Take 3. Which means Fraps has once again betrayed me twice in a row. 4 times total, which means this is the 5th timeline. Also, at the end of the previous episode, I said something about hearing what I thought was a beer error. It's actually a controller. I'll let the mercs deal with that. On the upside to this being the 5th timeline, I can use knowledge I've garnered from previous timelines to reconfigure my strategy. I'm going to get back to Rostock and buy a backpack that's 1 level better than this one, a gas mask, which I could just as soon buy from, what's-his-face, Dutchman, and a headlamp. 66,000. Oh, look at that. Dismantle this one. I'll sell some of these scrap parts. Maybe I'll keep the ones that are in decent condition. Disassemble. But don't use that word around Johnny 5. Figures that would happen. Let's see if that happens with this. It didn't. I actually got some stuff out of it. Regardless of goodwill scores at this point, everyone will... It doesn't matter who I sell to, I'll get the same amount. So I'm just going to sell some of this stuff right here, right now. Going to try to make my way back to Rostock instead of going to Limansk. Pit stop in army warehouses to pick up some stashed stuff. Oh, come on. Let's see what parts it needs. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep these. All of these. I'll leave 1 NATO suppressor stashed here. I'll sell the F1 grenade because of its weight, and I might limit myself to using only thermite and RGD5. Fancy injecty thing. I'm not stuck in here, am I? No. But I wouldn't put it past this mod to do that to me. Sell them those. Even though I'm an ecologist and a recon scout, I'm going to sell all my high-tier Saigai Healy majigs and only permit myself to use the low-tier stuff or the standard issue stuff or the military issue army medkits or army stim packs. And or, I should say. Because look how much resale you get for these. Seven 773. Don't think I ever noticed that before. Should probably keep at least one guitar and at least one harmonica. But let's see what the resale value is. If Dutchman is even interested. Not interested. And I don't feel like carrying them with me, so those I'll leave here. Now I'm going to try to get to Army warehouses and then Rostock, and I'll figure out where to go and what to do from there. I'm going to try not to make use of any of the ammo I currently have, unless it's... Well, let me rephrase that. Going to try not to use any of my 5.45. But 9mm I will if I have to. Oh yeah, and... put the Geiger counter in the slot every morning. Put the flashlight in the slot every evening. Well, if my plan works out, I won't have to deal with that anymore, because I'll finally have a headlamp. It'll be such a relief to just have something as simple and basic as a headlamp. More of these, and of course that... Yeah. I can get a better version of the Beretta 92. Alright. Now, what's the path I take to get around the radiation here? Don't remember. Did I stash anything in here? I don't think I did. Nope. Every time I cure radiation with a cigarette, it reminds me of the movie Screamers. But I'm going to try not to reference that every single time. But I can't help it because it's an awesome movie. It's kind of like Stalker meets the Terminator on the set of Borderlands 1, the game. Expert tools. Still haven't found a single set of basic tools. I now have 2 sets of advanced tools stashed back at Rostock and 1 set of expert tools. Which means once I find a set of basic tools, I'll be able to fully upgrade a technician of my choice. Yes, yes. You know what? I know I'm screwing out you. I'm screwing you out of your loot. But I'm not sorry. Won't bother tearing the patch off. I will permit myself the use of the MP5 SD6. A bear detector. Not bad, not bad. Oh, nice. I might be able to afford even more. Looking good. I'd love to do this, but this guy's going to get wasted at some point. Looks like there were only those two Freedomers. $51.9. And this guy has that odd-looking head. A gas mask without a head, without a hood pulled up over it. Maybe I'll get myself a camelback. I already have just over 71,000 rubes.
Что скажешь, брат?
Hoping to get 76 to 80,000. Once I'm done selling all this stuff, it'll be a real bonus if General Veronin is offering a monolith patch mission. In a previous timeline, I found an echo detector. Now I have a bear detector.
Здоров!
Ты рассказать чего хочешь, что ли?
M4A1 RAS. In case you're just tuning in, the reason I'm not using the M4A1 RAS is because I find the reload animation insulting. You don't reload wrong-handed with a stoner-based rifle. By wrong-handed, I mean using the shooting hand instead of the support hand. You can do that with an AK, but it's considered an obsolete technique. A Soviet technique. The Soviet Union has been obsolete since 1991. $75,705. And now I could, if I wanted to, buy one of these in keeping with the principle I'm trying to stick to. I can only buy exact duplicates of weapons I've already found. But I'm not applying that to armor or backpacks or headgear or any of this stuff. Because there are some things that you can only buy. Buying them is the only way to get them.
Эй, сталкер, с чем пожаловал?
$46, $52. Maybe I should buy a new sharpening stone. All right. Even if I find a PPSH 41 by this point, I just don't need it. So I'm going to sell all 7.62 Tokarev ammo.
Рассказывай, я весь внимание.
Unless I change my mind, of course. Sticking with the duty-like principle of not using artifacts, even though I'm both an ecologist and a recon scout. Aren't I just full of contradictions? $76,000. Oh, it's a temptation to buy these. Must maintain discipline. By the way, I made much faster progress on my Moose the Dutier character. Day before Halloween. In Ireland, Samhain, or Samhain, was celebrated on November 1st. Right? That's one of the better versions of the Beretta 92. I knew I'd be finding a better version of it. Well, I can leave that here. I only want fresh 40 mils. Not rickety old busted ones. You're supposed to be able to refurbish old ones into new ones, but it doesn't work. 76244. 365 for the flashlight. Keeping the bear detector for myself for now. How much does it weigh? Not too much. Exactly 52. Perfect. Save over 1G, but not 1H. I wanted to talk about this. I should have mentioned this earlier. 0738 just happens to be Chris Redfield's badge number, as revealed in Resident Evil, the original. And of course, Halloween. Resident Evil, Halloween, they go hand in hand. What time is it? Not yet noon. What have you got?
Какие новости, сталкер?
Yes, Val? If you were back at Rostock, I would do that interdiction mission for you. Yes, I do have this with me. And this... Did I hear the mooing of a lurker? Moo! I still need a lurker eye. Come on, stamina. If I do get a camelback, I probably won't sell this because I will eventually have an armor that has 2 or more slots. Now I imagine I'll have to deal with some doom dogs in Rostock. What that says there is true. A sawed-off shotgun makes an excellent traveling companion. I prefer to refer to it by its Italian name, Lupera. progression might be slow on this character, but on this playthrough, compared to all others, I've never had anomalies help me out this often. Why does it take so many shots? Do headshots even count? Of course, I have to drag myself the rest of the way. It'll be worth it, though. I have some stuff stashed at the duty checkpoint in garbage. It's not that much, though. And it probably won't affect, since I'm already up above 76,000. That's all I need right there to buy the stuff that I really need/want. But if I can get it to 80,000, well, that'll be even better. I keep quick saving because I don't want to get screwed over. I'm so accustomed to getting screwed over. Now, what do you mean by that? Fraps is what's been screwing me over. What sort of facility was that? I know this is the Great Metal Factory. East and West Rostock. Were both used to be altogether the Great Metal Factory, which is what it's called in Lost Alpha. Now let's see if Veronin is offering a monolith faction patch mission quest thing. If he's offering Freedom or Bandit, I won't do it. If he's offering Monolith, I'll do it. Monolith, oh yes. 5 figures. Glorious. 86,000 and some change. My efforts are paying off.
Какие новости, сталкер?
Now that I have one of these, I don't need this. And now that I have one of these, I don't need this. have a better 45 waiting for me at Mk.2.
Недавно смотрю, вмятина в земле характерная. Ну, на трамплин похоже. Правильно. Взял. Камушек как камушек. И вот тут-то, значит, и сработало. Что-то не верится. Но меня откинуло метров на 5. Зря, конечно, камешек трогал. Падла заработала. Еще пока летел, видел, как камни в пыли разодрало. Стукнулся, отключился. Но камень я, этот, с тех пор с собой тягаю. Вот так. Ну, наверняк бросаю болт и охреневаю. Болт, блин, нафиг пролетает и хоть бы хны. Ну, думаю, глюк перепил спиртяги, пока по зоне шастал. Таких визуально все понимаешь, но все как трамплин. И тебе грунт светлее, на кромке припуснут. Ветерком оттуда тянет. Листики летают по спирали. Ну, так, значит, присел. Взял камушек с земли и кинул его на весика. Ну, думаю, ща рванет. Так нет. Камушек спокойно упал на грунт, как будто там нет никакой аномалии. Упал и все. Ну, и я в раз вспотел. Чуйка подсказывает, что это особняк. На корточках тихонько подползаю. Подкидываю камушки. Рефлекс, мать его. Подполз, не поверите, вплотную. Смог, как мышь в комбезе. Камушки, которые подкидывал, лежат аккурат в пыли. Но моя сталкерская нутро говорит, сваливать надо. А я нет. Особняк. Надо разобраться. Значит, волынку на колени поклал и усраться, блин, тяну руку в трамплин к одному из камушек.
Here's the funny thing. 7.62 millimeter barrel. It doesn't differentiate between 7.62 by 39 and 7.62 by 51. You get the same kind of barrel off an AK and a Galil. It's still in decent enough condition. I'll keep breaking these down. That doesn't matter.
А теперь музыкальная пауза.
I have an FNP45. The FN45s are the best. Even better than HK ones.
Самому, что ли, играть научиться?
Also need to buy a new sharpening stone. I'm going to spend a bunch of money. I'm going to try not to go down below 20,000. So that gives me roughly 46,000 to spend. No, 66,000 to spend. Yeah, that's right. I'm up over 86,000 now. Why did I say 46,000? Because I was thinking of different numbers. My numbers are better than I expected they would be.
Сколько тут еще дряни всякой. Чистите, чистите.
Is that all of it? It might be.
Как жизнь?
Can I get up to 90,000?
Хаюшки!
Or close to it? Let's find out. $89,000. Not bad, not bad. $86744. Still not bad, not bad. $52, $57, 70%. Good enough. Hard save.
Как жизнь?
What's my 480 goodwill with duty? $114 with clear sky, and I haven't even visited them yet. $477, $32.14. $12.51. First, let me make sure he has everything I want / need. Camping backpack. GP5 gas mask. Headlamp. $150 rounds. Of 545 FMJ. 87555. Oh, 44,700. There's a camelback. $87671. I think the camelback is a better choice than the aluminum frames. For now. But what if I were to get this? I could. But I'm not gonna. So I needed those. And 27752. I remember the first episode I put my backpack on before putting my jacket on. Well, that's because I read from left to right. And for some reason the backpack occurred in my inventory before the jacket. I don't understand that. And this one. Oh. Just over 28,000. A respectable amount of rifle ammo. 275 plus a full mag loaded.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Keeping this to turn into a stash at some point. Now I almost forgot. Maybe I shouldn't have bought that camelback because I need weapon repair items. I can still afford at least a handful.
А, привет!
I think these are the best buys. They both provide plus 8% condition gain. And I'm still over 20,000.
Бай!
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Let's see what's on the itinerary. If I recall, I have some bandits to rough up. In Agroprom. And I'm not going to worry too much about the condition of my Glock, because I'm really eager to replace it. Semi-auto just doesn't do it for me unless it's chambered for a substantial caliber. Oh yeah, this camelback makes a huge difference. Does my stamina go up even while I'm walking? It does, but just barely. Because this is the most basic version of the camelback. There's an improved version. Those will become available later on. 59 kilogram payload weight. That's only an increase of 7 kilograms over what I was before, 52, but that makes a big difference. What's 7 times 2.2? Like 16-ish pounds. Hopefully that Clear Sky guy doesn't get his full self killed to death. Bandits. Let's see if I can take them out with my Glock. Finish him.
But...
Hey, look at this. Why aren't you carrying that around in a thing? Any sort of thing that properly contains that. Dummy. Two PDAs. Forgot to stash these back at Rostock. Tuh. I'll deal with those later. Where did that other bandit? He ended up getting wasted by these zoners. I wonder how close he got. What did he think was going to happen? I don't need that. I forget, does Butcher offer better prices on bad mutant meat? Must avoid temptation. The temptation to buy that. Could buy 15 more rounds and still be over 20,000. Don't want to go down below 20,000. Cashola. I should have asked around with the duty guys in Rostock if they had an interdiction mission for me. Just to reduce weight. Because those guys I could do that sort of thing for and not have to worry about them, the likelihood of them getting killed to death before I get back to them. Like that guy in army warehouses. I'll sell 7 bolts for 10 rubles. And I still have plenty left over for actual use. You know what else I should have done? I should have asked Skinflint if he had a retrieval mission. I'll ask him the next time I see him. There's a Doom Dog. I call them all Doom Dogs, all the different types of dogs. No, it's a boar. Great. Always tedious little bitches trying to waste my ammo. .92. Now I don't have to be quite so paranoid about my resources. I don't have to immediately quick load a quick save just because some tedious little bitch put a ding in my armor and made me bleed. And I'm unable to do anything about it because I don't have any resources. Now I have resources. Some damn fool just got zapped. I think the one Clear Sky guy I'm doing the one retrieval thing for is hanging out at 100 Rads. I hope he stays there. If he wanders away someplace else, he might get killed to death. Another reason why my progression on this character has been slower than any previous character is because I'm anti-allowing myself to use shotguns. Gotta be dedicated to the Recon Scout loadout. Oh, I can do that better. here I am doing the thing I said I was trying to not do quite so often. And the sky has gotten boring. It's like I'm always talking about. The sky in this version of this mod loves to be boring most of the time. I need to start being more sneaky-breaky more often. This gas mask I'm wearing does a good job protecting against radiation, but not very good against chemical. Really, it seems like it should be the other way around. There. I had a feeling there'd be another one. And there's that. Extra sneaky, extra breaky. I was far enough away, well, realistically speaking, at that distance, a normal person would definitely hear that shot. And of course, I have to be interrupted. So I can't take the time for an accurate aimed headshot. Run out of stamina, even though I'm wearing a camelback, because that's how good a job it does. Seven heals, plus 5 of these, 13 bandages, looking good. Don't feel like taking the time to hunt this. Boar chop times 10. I know I don't have that many of those. I barely have 5 of anything. By the way, when you're wearing this and you view your character in third person, the helmet that comes with it is this, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R M12. It's just a natural part of the third-person character model, regardless of what kind of headgear you're actually wearing. Have you ever tried to lift a manhole cover without a pry bar? It's a pain. Well, why would you do it without a pry bar? That's what the pry bar is for. Hard save out of sheer paranoia, followed by a quick save out of sheer paranoia. If it was possible to get something off the body of a dead bird, that one was still flapping, but that's just a reflex action. What do you think it would be? There's a type of beverage you can get in this version of this mod called the Beak. And I forget what all it does. It's made from crushed up bird beaks or something. Ugh. See that previous message? What kind of chump hunts cats? I'd much rather hunt lurkers, chimeras, pseudo-giants. Snorks. Yeah, anomaly snorks aren't much fun to hunt. There's no sport to hunting them. They just shoot them enough times and they die. They move around in ways that are much more annoying than in any other Stalker game or mod I've ever played. Oh, you were using something substantial. And you killed me to death. Quickly, go fast. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the camelback. Maybe I should have stuck with that armor plate. Too late to renege? What's the correct pronunciation of that word? That's a weird word. It's spelled renege, but everyone pronounces it reneg. Maybe I should request an escort if there's anyone back there. My camo won't actually do any good. Ha! So much for Sneaky Breaky. Screw it.
Кушай лимончик, падла.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Ha! Go ahead and waste a grenade. Hopefully, if they use any more grenades, they won't damage me through these walls. They actually took both of my weapons from me. Like, one after the other, not even a second apart. None of these techniques are actually working because none of my weapons, well, the crank can kill fast enough, but the doggone Glock just can't kill fast enough. What? No, stop, stop, stop. Fumbled with my trackball. The fact that it's a trackball isn't the problem. What the hell? The problem with it is not that it's a trackball. The problem with it is the trackball is encircled. That guy's going to be a problem. The trackball is encircled by a massive mouse wheel. Hey, thanks. Alright, now which of these... This guy... Berserk. If spelled with a Z, it's the first video game I ever played on the Atari 2600. The other guy, right there. Turd. It's that turd guy. Michael Savage. I used to listen to his radio show back in the day. Well, only one more thing to do here. If I was playing the game normally, I'd be using something like this with a GP25 on it, paired up with this. Krankov is doing well. I'm not going to concern myself too much with the condition of my Glock. Not going to bother hunting artifacts. I have a bear detector. Why did I bother bringing that along? I don't have a lead-lined container. Will I find a set of basic tools? Alright. There it is. I seem to recall this being a stash. Yep. Did you take one look at that? You wouldn't. You would never think to assume that it's a stash.
Здорово.
Maybe I could pick up some missions from these guys, but I don't feel like taking the time. I will eventually, once I've been in the zone long enough, I'll have their trader fully upgraded with all sets of tools and their medic equipped with the drug making kit. All that sort of thing. Didn't use too many 5.45 rounds. I am geared up enough now to go to the Great Swamp and meet Doc. But there are a few other things I want to do before I do that. Even with this camelback on, this is such a slog. Come on. I don't want to have to be swilling energy drinks all the time. Just like I don't want to be smoking like a chimney. Thanks to radiation, but I've taken care of that now. Come on. My weight is in the white, and I'm wearing a camelback. So tedious. I'd do a mission for you guys, but you'll probably get killed to death before I get back to you. Goofy. Me and my mates.
Спору нет, начальству виднее. А все же хочется иногда узнать, ради чего мы все это.
Me and my mates. Your name should be Dummy, not Goofy. I refuse to do business with people who can't use proper grammar. or who don't at least make an attempt to use proper grammar. Then again, this is the zone. Everyone here, including myself, has some element of a brigand in them, if people still use that word, brigand. You might be wondering what I came over here for. I see you. Am I in the right spot? Might be empty. Yeah. It was worth a shot. I've never had to wait this long to get a set of basic tools before. Why don't you just craft them? Because that takes even longer. All the stuff that you have to amass. Plus, I don't... With the stuff I currently have, would I even be able to craft? Well, I think I'm done here. Can't use the RPG-7. That's an assaulter's weapon. The assaulter is like a cross between heavy weapons guy and demo man. And maybe also soldier. Like all of them combined. In Borderlands 1 terms, assaulter would be mostly a Roland type of character class, but also Brick. Roland first, Brick second. Sniper, again, in misery terms. Sniper would be Mordecai first, Roland second. And Recon Scout would be a cross between Morty and Lilith. Like a 50-50 cross between Morty and Lilith. SMGs, all types of handguns. Travels light. Well, traveling light, what does that mean in Borderlands terms? That means something completely different in Borderlands terms than in Stalker terms. What am I My stamina is actually going down while I'm walking, even though I'm wearing a camelback, and my weight is in the white. It's not even in the yellow. I'm starting to regret having bought this camelback. Should have just stuck with the armor plate. Well, I wanted to get my mitts on a camelback eventually.
It was just taking too doggone long.
Hey, that bird is still there. I'll organize this eventually. I'll take everything out of here that isn't monster parts and stash it in some other stash, but it's not necessary to worry about that right now. Or, on the other hand, could do some coal hunting, but I don't feel like it. Call the Conqueror. When I go back to Lemansk, I'll use the armor plate instead of the camelback. And if I find another camelback, that'll actually be a good thing, because if you're wearing 2 or more of those, then it makes more of a difference. Just like in Shadow of Chernobyl, crystals do a more noticeably good job draining the rads out of you if you wear 2 of them. Typically, 2 is all you need. And those crystals looked cooler when they were red. For some reason, some mods make them blue. If I was pretending to be any character class other than Recon Scout, I would have my pick of some pretty good weapons. See what I did there? I did that so I wouldn't have to deal with the scroll bar. I'll get more money for all of these parts if I sell them to a technician. that's some cheap vodka. Relatively cheap. How much should I... Oh... Just one. Because if I recall, I have another couple of bottles. Something like 4 swigs worth stashed back at home base, Yantar. Definitely want these. That should do. What's the time? 19:10. Want to get all my raw stock biz taken care of. Then head back to Freedom HQ, see if I can pick up a mission from Skinflint. Something simple like a retrieval mission. Or maybe a delivery mission from Rostock. Or whatever else. A clip of armor-piercing rounds. A clip is a device other than a speed loader used for loading a magazine or cylinder. Types of clips include, but are not limited to, stripper clip, moon clip, and en bloc clip. En bloc is a French term. It means all together. And in French it would be pronounced en bloc, not en bloc. Come on, Camelback. From Duty HQ to Red Forest. Nope. Not doing that. I've got no fight with them. Stachinsky. What happens when you combine the names Starsky and Hutch together? What was I doing for you? I forget. You're just going to walk away while I'm talking to you. Wait. 2 Stachinskys? Brothers, maybe? Nope. Not getting involved. Not interested in that sort of thing. Quit pushing me around. You don't see me doing that to others. I don't think of myself as better than others. Just because I'm the player and you're NPCs, I don't act like I'm better than you, but I do expect to at the very least be treated as an equal.
Meaning, I don't want to be expected to get out of everyone else's way, and I don't expect others to get out of my way.
Rather, we can all make room for each other so we can all get where we're going in a timely fashion. Is that asking too much? I really don't think so.
Now watch, I'm going to have to hop up these steps, and by the time I get to the top, I'll be out of stamina. Almost.
Какие новости, сталкер?
So this is the duty guy that you go to about this sort of thing. I don't think I've ever realized that before. It never occurred to me to try that, to see if he did that. He's specialized in that. Oh, this is... Ugh. Agonizing. This is my favorite place to take shelter. I'll leave that there until I'm ready to go to Corden. I might sell these books, or I might keep a collection of them. Well, we've got that over and done with now.
Как жизнь?
I'll sell you this and this. Bandit patch mission. Who was my quest giver for that? Just the great swatch. Yeah. Screw that noise. You couldn't just stay wherever you were when I took the mission, which I think was Rostock. I think it was 100 Rads.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
If you want 9 bandit patches, you can have them. Technically, I do have the capability to do that mission. If it's a chimera. If it's bloodsuckers, I can do that too, but if it's a chimera, of course, I don't have my grenade launcher with me.
Каюшки!
I hope there's don't feel like reading it. Worthwhile. Good enough. Yeah, these are both for the same guy. Which means if he gets killed, well... I'm too burned out to give a shit. I was expecting a payday tonight here in Rostock, but the dumbass had to go and wander away. Still haven't found a lurker eye. That's right, I was going to turn these PDAs into the duty guy instead of barkeep. Right. Well, why not just have Mangun handle that? Why does it... Is that just to be different or something? Get up there, it's not that hard. Up and over, pile. Jora Bush.
Иди своей дорогой, сталкер.
$2,000 for 2 of them. Skinflint would give me about that much for 1. That doesn't affect goodwill, does it? Nope. So it didn't make any difference.
Ёлы-палы, ну надо же, вчера Припять видел. Вот так вот, своими глазами.
See what time it is. It's just after 2100.
Стой, сейчас сюда нельзя. I could head back to Yantar. Flea market's the best place to buy vodka. So I should have just gone ahead and bought a whole bunch of it. Oh. I'll just buy the water. And the vodka. Leaving me with 22074. Oh. That's not too far. I'll take any delivery missions or bandit elimination missions. Jupiter's too far north. Something within the vicinity of regions I've already been to.
Reaching as far north and as far west as Limansk. I think I'll take that cell. I'll take all artifacts that I'm geared up enough to actually carry with me back to Yantar and spend the night there. First I'll see if any dutiers are offering any of the types of missions that I'm interested in doing.
Какие новости, Сталк? Ну, здорово.
I know Veronin, his timetable probably hasn't turned over just yet, so still it's worth a shot because I don't know exactly what the timetable is for repeatable missions. I checked you already, didn't I? Buryak.
Как жизнь? Какие новости, Сталкер?
Any interesting work? Not carrying more than 2 + 1 RGD-5 grenades just for the sake of keeping my weight down. Stashing 40 mils here for future use. Might as well deal with all of this stuff while I'm here. And I do have one of these, so rather than going back to Yantar, I think I'm going to go back and collect that pin from Garbage, and then just come back here and spend the night here in Rostock. I'll probably
Привет!
hit the sack. Maybe a little bit after midnight. Maybe a little bit before.
Bye!
Sell this. And this. Finally have a headlamp. Come on, Camelback. Make that go faster. Come on, Camelback. Do your job better. Please? This road is so unnecessarily long. All right. Now I can recollect that pin. Stick it in there. Take these back with me. Break these down for more parts. 47%. $52, $67. Yeah. Two more uses on my sharpening stone. The rest of this I can leave here. I don't feel like taking the time to break these suits down. Should I? Nah. The armor I really want comes with its own helmet, so I can make do with... I should be able to make do with this. Until I've been in the zone long enough to be able to afford a battle suit. Camelback, camelback. Come on, come on, come on! Such an agonizing slog. Well, getting there. Fruit punch does look cool at night. I wonder what it tastes like.
What if instead of melting you, it caused you to transform into a flesh pig?
Oh, come on. Actually, not taking as long as I predicted. I predicted I'd be going to sleep sometime after midnight. Now I have to... Well, I should check everyone again to see if they're offering any missions, because it might be different now, since I've left the map and come back. If Veronin is asking for 9 or more bandit patches, I will be very
Какие новости, сталкер?
pleased. Veronin seems to pay better for those types of this number of patches missions than anyone else.
Как жизнь? Рассказывай, с чем пришел. Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Red Forest. I still remember what happened last time.
Ну, здорово.
A bandit in the army warehouses. Doggone it, I didn't mean to click that. That's why I quick save. And now all of his missions are different. Yep, screwed myself over. Just from my thumb slipping. Or maybe it wasn't my thumb that slipped, maybe it was all of my fingers. I just didn't have the cursor in exactly the right spot. Seems fairly typical. What an overcast night. I don't see any stars. Once again, the skybox likes to be boring in this mod. Day or night. Boring skybox. Almost all the time.
Get up there. Come on, up and over, pile. Don't make me press the jump key 2 or more times more than twice or... hold on.
Okay, army warehouses, bandit.
Иди своей дорогой, S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
That's something I can do.
Quick save before talking to anyone. Just in case my fingers slip like they seem to always do. Have any bloodsucker skin?
Какие новости, сталкер?
Might have picked up some S.T.A.L.K.E.R skin while I was in the dead city. And then stashed it. Oh well. I seem to recall a bloodsucker in army warehouses getting destroyed to death by either a freedomer or a dutier, and then I stepped in and harvested its parts. But that might be a memory from a past timeline. Alternate timeline. 454 Kasul. 3,467. And yes, it's pronounced Kasul, not Castle. I'll eat the heavier food. Still hungry. I don't want to eat everything that has a good calorie count. Which is why I'm trying to save these. Reputation, brilliant. All right. Don't save over 1F or 1H, but do save over 1G. And 1HH. Keep 1F. Keep 1H. All my fail-safes are in place. Or numbers of interest. Till next time. Catch you on the flip side.